ready. They telling people to get ready. I ain't never seen Halloween. Huh? Yeah. All right, Shalom, Shalom. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Come on to the Apostle Ellis Brett Millstone. Salutations, brother. Wish this word with you to share. Hey, America is finished, man. I mean, we can harp to that. Got that every day. All right, America is true. You look around. All right, I was at Menards. I'd say about a month ago. Not even a month. I would say about 3 weeks ago, and they had Halloween shit up already, man. All right, now normally they'll put Halloween shit up or Christmas decorations up the month before. All right, these motherfuckers, here it is. They had Halloween shit up in July, man. All right, we only in August. All right, and they already got this shit going, man, because they trying to get people to buy this shit, man, to get their minds ready to buy this shit, man. All right, America's finished. All right, I know brothers that do get the merch going. All right, the brothers that I think the Lollapalooza was here, and you know brothers go sell merchandise there, whatever. And they said, man, it's the worst year that it's ever been, man. All right, while the other merchants is looking sad, the brothers like call Halali, man. All right, normally, you know, they used to make good money doing Lollapalooza. All right, selling hats and T-shirts. But this year was terrible, man. Wasn't nobody coming out no money, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this is that Isaiah chapter 24. I'm gonna start at 7. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 7. The new wine morning for buying languishing, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tablet ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of our heart ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is set up, that no man may come in. There is crying for wine in the streets, and all the joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone.
Right, the mirth is pretty much the joy, man, and that party spirit, man. All right, that's in America, man. That's done, man. All right, you go out to a lounge, man, that used to be packed, man, and now it's empty, man. You got a couple people that's actually in those places. It's not full how it used to be, man. All right, America, the music is terrible. Ain't no more good music coming out. All right, it's the same old repetitive bullshit. All right, it's no what you got real good anything coming out anymore, man. Because America's finished, man. All right, they're trying to hold on to this place, the little bit that's left of it, man. All right.
And this is Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm gonna start at 7. The point is in 9. But this Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand and made all the earth drunken, the nations have drunken of the wine, therefore the nations are mad, and you see that going on right now. And the Heavenly Father, how about you now, which I did bless America. You know, but the time of America is coming to an end. But this is Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take bomb for her. Hey. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right, because you got to think about it. It's situations, economic situations that came about where America could have bounced back. Like running your car off of a energy source that doesn't go out, which is water. All right. Everybody that came out with a car that ran off water, they off them. All right. Then it was a guy that made a car that ran off of the energy that's in the atmosphere, man. And all of a sudden, he disappeared, man. He had a generator that just ran off of the energy that's around you, man, and had cars like that, man. And he disappeared, man. What do you think they did with that guy? You know? What do you think they did with him? You know? So America, it could have been in a situation where it would have been healed, or it would have been in a situation where it could have bounced back. But it's not. Hey, give me that. Stone the heaven not upright. You know, because Esau's a left-hand warrior, man. Now he fought for left-hand enemy, man. Demonic enemy, right? He can't move off the right, man. Running your car off the water, or running your car off damn near free, or you just pay for the car and you don't have to pay for the fuel, or you know, you can go get some water from a lake, boil it, distill it, put some baking soda in it, and put it in your fucking hydrogen car. And it separated. That's too much like right for Esau, man.
No, but you don't even have to do all that. The engine itself did it for you.
Yeah, but the engine itself.
It cleaned it out for you. So even if you would have put some dirty water in there, they would have filtered it out how they created it and made it, cleaned it out for you. You wouldn't have to do shit.
Right.
The engine would have just worked on its own. And then another thing, you wouldn't even have to do maintenance on it. He said there wouldn't have been no maintenance done on it.
Maintenance free.
Yeah, maintenance free on the engine.
I mean, that motherfucker would have ran forever.
Well,
But that's not, but Esau want to make money. And what's crazy is the fiat currency that he set up, he want to make fiat. All right? And it's not really money. To show you how bugged out this motherfucker is, man. Here it is, he own everything already. All right? And if he wanted to make money, this would have been the biggest cash cow ever. Because everybody would have been trying to buy it, man. You know? Everybody would have been trying to get their hands on it, man. Alright? But, hey, Esau is just not right. Plus, it's not meant for him to rule forever. My brother from over there said his family came out there.
oh yeah.
That's the book here. Read it. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'll start at 1 with the verse pointed before. This Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set up me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end he shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. So the Lord's word, it's coming. His word don't go out void, it's coming. Everything that's going to happen, all these prophecies, all this stuff that's going to happen to a man, it's coming.
I mean, it's been happening. All right, you look at the state. All right, you look at them getting ready for the MOTV. All right, the technology. All right, we've been talking about the Amazon shit to pay with the farm for a while, man. It's all the technology and all them gathering information. So when it's time to put the MOTV in you, they got everything they need, man. All right. Whether it's your, then they got the facial recognition. All right. Now Amazon got something where you can pay with your palm. All right. They already got the NFC with the NFC ain't nothing but a chip inside of your card, man. That pay for your shit, man. In a minute, all right, they're gonna make it cool to put it under your skin, man. They already doing it, man. All right? And they already doing it in certain places, man. All right? So you can't sit there and say that this not factual shit, factual stuff, because it's actually happening. That's called prophecy. Hey, like the brothers had a scoffer last week. He said, well, I can tell you America's going down. Look around you. I said, motherfucker, we're going to do it. Brother Kapakis, I said, we're going to fucking do it. It's not in everybody's spirit to go out there and do it, man. It's the men of the Lord job to come out here and tell you people what's really going on, man. To be the watchers. We the Heavenly Father's newsman, man.
Right, spiritual reporting.
We spiritual news reporters. All right, and when we come out, most of the time it ain't for good news. All right?
Salaki, now you right for that nigga Charlotte White. That nigga. Like, it's a video I'm gonna get on his ass. He said, they talk about they gonna come out with a chip they gonna put in your hand on your forehead. He said, no, the chip is his phone. This is the chip right here. When you on that, you chipping. Or you on that video game, you chipping. That's chipping. Or you got the little nigga chipping on the game. He's chipping up the phone.
He the feds anyway. Well, Charles the White the feds anyway. he already said he got federal agents numbers in his phone. That's how he gets some of the information he gets through the feds. So the feds probably tell him shit to say, and they break his old coon ass off with the money just for distorting the masses from what's really going on in America, or what's really going on even amongst Israel. And that's why you got guys like Nate, all right, that will bring up videos and make and do cuts and clips of things, all right, of videos, all right, and not play the whole video among his congregation, all right, because what they trying to do is lead you from the truth. Hey, the truth is not something that can easily be handled, man, to a lot of people, man. Hey, get that it's sharper than any two-edged sword. You know,
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
right. The ruler of the planet right now, aka the Caucasian race, they not right, man. All right, they're not right. Their spirit in is not right. All right, they rule in wickedness, they rule with wrath, they rule with confusion, and they create division, man. All right, that's not a true ruler. All right, to set the division amongst his kingdom, man. That's a wicked ruler. A righteous ruler will want everybody in his kingdom together. All right, like it's the saying, together we stand, but divided we fall, man. All right, and right now America is divided, man. All right, and the number one reason why America is divided because it got so many nations in it, man. It got so many belief systems in it. All right. Right, what you would call a society where a dictatorship is really how you're supposed to rule, man. Right? This is not where the people have what you call a so-called choice. And what the king says is supposed to happen, all right, and then it's supposed to follow suit with the people, man. All right, you see what they're doing the Alistair Crosby mindset got America. It's utter chaos. Hey, the Lord is a dictator, man. The Lord is not what you would call a reservist or a Republican or a Democrat. The Heavenly Father is a dictator. All right? If you don't do what he tells you to, he's going to tell you what to do. And if you don't do what the fuck he tells you to do, you're going to die.
Sirach 10 and 2, right to the point. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Like the brother brought out about the king, you know what I mean? Here the king sets the standard, he makes a decree, and everyone else follows, man. Right. See, here in America and around the world, because the earth is getting to the hands of wicked, all right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he gives you a license to sin. You're free to do what you want.
Right.
Do as you will,
Like a woman, she could tell her husband she don't want to be with him anymore. And then after she leaves, hey, give me that post in decree on right on decree. When she leaves, if he makes a certain, if he's like what you would call wealthy, all right, and he lives a certain lifestyle, he would have to pay this bitch alimony.
Eddie Murphy said,
Right, you have your shit. Not only do you get this bitch half of your shit, you get this bitch alimony. Alright, you got the law?
No, I got it, bro. Quick, this wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor redeem the ancient gray hairs of the age. So that's what they do. They oppress us, man. Like you were saying, when all day they're giving these fucking people alimony, child support, this, that. They oppressing us. They oppressing the poor white
child support, like my baby mama called me the other day, and she say, nigga, you pay $70 something a month. I said, no, I pay 73 and some change a week. She said, nah, the only thing I've been getting is $70 something. I said, well, bitch, who the dummy? They getting 75% of the fucking money. You getting 1 week and they getting the other 3 weeks.
Okay?
You know what I'm saying?
Let our
and then child support, Title 14, take your fucking take your car, suspend your license, all right? Then they'll lock you up for owing them money. It ain't for owing the child money. All right, if it was really in the benefit of the child, why would you lock the child's father up? What if the child don't have money, but he's still able to see his child? You would take the child away from the fucking father. I mean, you would take the father away from the child and then say the man got a responsibility to the child. Hey, according to the scriptures, a woman's supposed to raise the goddamn child, man. That's a woman's job. All right, 9 times out of 10, men is too busy working, tilling the ground, or even in war, you in a battle, you ain't got no fucking time to be raising no damn kids, man. Hey, but that's an American mindset, man. Where you gotta be up under your fucking kids all day. Hey, in my house, my kids barely see me. I sit, hey, even though they're in my house, I be in the basement. Alright? Hey, because there's still a certain type of separation that you're supposed to have with your children. Your children ain't your goddamn friends. And that's another reason why America is in a way and these people is destroyed the way they are, man. Alright? Because children feel like they can talk to their parents like they their friends, man. Alright? That's why you got effeminate men, you got soft men, alright, you got whorish daughters. Alright? Because a lot of these women pick up the customs of their whorish mother because their mother was once a fucking whore. So a lot of times a mother would tell her daughter to go to college and have fun, but on the low she's telling her, girls, a lot of boys out there, explore your options, find your options, do this and do that. But really low key, she telling her daughter on the slick, girl, go have fun and get a lot of dick. Right? And she knew it. That's why she turned around and listened. Because that's what they tell her. Hey, look, my son's mother, man, her mother told me flat out. She told her to leave me. And this bitch still think I'm the fucking problem. Her fucking mama the fucking problem with the problem. Her mama set us down. She said, leave him, go to college, meet friends, and have fun. She said, I'll take care of your son. Leave this nigga. Told me in my face, man. Right in my face. That's ruthless. And this bitch, ain't none of her kids know their father. None of the kids' fathers around. This bitch on Section 8. She got lupus, Marfan, a motherfucker. She just had a heart attack. God damn it, the Lord been jacking her ass up. But she won't consider it. Alright? Hey, the last time she pissed me off her fucking aorta valve pop. Damn. A week later, we got into it because I found out, she told my baby mama she told my kid's mother not to let me see my kids. Alright, and I told the Lord, man, fuck this bitch. Alright? And the next week she got into it with her son, and she was arguing with her son, and her fucking heart valve popped. But really, that's because she offended the man of the Lord. I smiled. Alright? It's judgment of the Lord, man. Alright? Because this place is so much ran on wickedness. Alright, people think that wickedness is the new norm. Alright? Like when my son had to cut his fucking auntie. Alright, she like, what you believe? You crazy, you sick, you this, you that. But he said, well, in the same book you say you believe in, tell you not to get tattoos, but yet you go and get it. And she hung the fucking phone up on him. Alright? And that's why we're set at the bottom right now, man. Because this world is ran by wickedness. And we desire a world that's ran in righteousness, man.
Let me finish this out. Verse 2 of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. Let us wait the Lord of us, for that which is evil is bound to be nothing work. But they make their laws and justice their own way. They do what they want to do. This is what the Edomites set up. Like you going through with that. They set our people against each other, man. That's the divide and conquer. To separate the families, remove the head, get rid of the head out the house. Have the woman be the head. The one who's supposed to be the tail. Have the kids run the house now. Don't let her even run the house.
The kids tell you what the fuck they want. Hey, like I tell my kids sometimes too, they say, well, can I get a couple dollars to go to the store? Hey, ask him. He'll tell you. I say, nigga, you better eat what the fuck is in that refrigerator. You better figure this shit out. I'm not finna lose my mind trying to go and spend my motherfucking last little bit of money that I fucking worked and bust my ass for at work on a kid who don't want to fucking eat what's in the goddamn refrigerator. You better learn how to fucking eat. Alright? And that goes into them children rule over him. Hey, a kid.
This is Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path.
Right. So here it is. Women, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. So these women, these children are put at a position over their fathers, so where they can tell their fathers no, they can tell their fathers I don't want shit to do with you, or this, that, and the third. And then the women is in control of all of that. Because the woman is teaching the child how to act towards the father.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? The woman is teaching the child how to act towards the father. Right? And a lot of these men that go out their motherfucking way and as soon as they daughter call, oh daddy, I'm going on prom. I need a prom outfit. And they'll buy a whole fucking prom outfit for their daughter. And the whole time their daughter going out to dress like a damn whore.
Say
Who
that.
gonna send their daughter to prom dressed like a whore? But you know what? My wife wanted her to have it, so I'm a bite. That's some simp ass shit.
Yes.
That's some simp ass shit. Alright? The Lord required men. Alright? Men, what you would call a man is like your great grandfather. Somebody where he walked in the house, woman, where's my dinner?
Right.
Woman, what you supposed, but my house supposed to be clean. Alright? Woman, where's this? The Lord wants men. Alright? Like the scripture say, oh ye sons of men do I call. The Lord ain't dealing with the damn woman. When you pick up the scriptures, the Lord is talking to men. He is not talking to women. Give me Ezekiel 34:31. Hold on, let him read this real quick. Alright? Hey, because women, women are wicked as hell, man. The scriptures say that every wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman, man.
Come on, 34.
Got it.
Alright, you got it?
Yeah, get that too.
This is Ezekiel 34.
Read it loud.
Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pastor are men.
The flock of my pastor are men. It didn't say women. It said men. Hey, give me that. My voice is to you all sons of men. Go ahead, brother.
And I am your God, says the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, when you go to war, do you send women or do you send men?
You see me?
The scripture said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, man. Like this is spiritual warfare right now, man. The Lord ain't sending no damn women to fight no war.
She
Hey,
can't.
when we went to war in the ancient time, it was all men. Women was the spoils of war. Booty. Literal booty.
Treasure.
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 Alright? Go ahead, bring them out.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call,
Unto you, O men, I call.
and my voice is to the sons of men.
And my voice is to the sons of men. And when the Lord is talking, he's talking to his men. Alright?
And me and him.
He is talking to his men. Alright? So when the men of the Lord are talking, we're talking to the men. We're not talking to the women. Alright? We're not talking to these fucking bitches. Alright? We talking to the men. Alright? A lot of you women, hey look, and most of you women, you won't put the fucking work in to do. Hey, you won't put the work in to do what we do. Alright? This job ain't for you. Alright? Alright? Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel good. My head hurts. My back, my neck, my this, my that.
Like you spend my money.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you can get, hey, but the Lord, hey, when you a man of the Lord, you call to do this work. Hey, look, you gotta put your ailments to the side, man, to do this work, man. Alright? There's brothers that have serious ailments, man. But we still get up and we do what needs to be done for the Lord, man. Alright? Because at the end of the day, we trying to save our souls, man. Alright? We don't care about this world. We don't care about the money, cars, the clothes, and the hoes, man. We don't care about that, man. Alright? Because at the end of the day, the scripture say, do these things and everything else will be added to you. A hundredfold. get it. When you got on this side, you get a pretty woman, but she ran through. All right, she fine as hell, but she didn't have 1,000 men.
Oh, they got 5 kids, but they would have had you wait 90 days to clap. You already been ran through.
You got 5 motherfucking baby daddies.
Exactly, 5 baby daddies. But you want another on a nigga to wait 90 days. Are you out of your fucking mind? You think that man gonna wait 90 days? Bitch, you need to humble yourself. Shut the fuck up. Let the man be in charge. Let him run how he gonna run it. And you follow after him. You supposed to mold your man around him, son. If you want to get right with the Lord, a lot of bitches always say, I want to be right with the Lord, I want to be right with the Lord. But they don't want to get right with a man. And then when the Lord send you a man of the Lord, you will say, I prayed for the Lord send me somebody to teach me the truth. Then when you get it, you still don't want to speak.
Hey, like my wife, she asked me, you don't teach us the scriptures. I say, learn how to be a wife first. It's I'm not teaching you, what you want to need the scriptures for? Tell me that. What do you need the scriptures for? So you can come against me? When something you don't agree with, because your understanding ain't there, because Job 39 say your understanding ain't there.
Right.
You don't got it. So when I get to teaching you, and a little bit you know you gonna come against me with it? No. Just learn how to cook, learn how to clean, learn how to make some delicious things. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? What you need to know what Daniels mean. What you need to know what Revelations mean for. That's our job. Alright? Your job, hey, give me you ain't gotta get it. In Titus, to teach the young women, to teach the young children. Hey, it ain't told in the scriptures for men to teach the young children. That's a woman's job. That's only here in America where a fucking man gotta fucking humble down to a little child.
You gotta humble down to a woman.
You go to any place else in any of these countries, these women are raising these children. You don't hear about child support in England, London, alright? That shit ain't a thing over there. Alright? That's the thing over here, man. Because in Babylon, man.
So they want the men to be weak there, man. They want the children to be subservient to these damn females, man. No, man, we supposed to be the head. The head supposed to lead. The head supposed to tell you what to do. You don't tell the head what to do. We ain't equal. We ain't side by side. Bitch, you behind me. And then who you supposed to be protecting? Protecting the children behind you. It's called order.
And this is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
All subjection. Hey, get that word subjection. For you so-called women believers. Let's see what subjection means. Alright? Let's see what subjection means.
But I suffer not. Oh no, you got the words on it.
So subjection is how it goes to obedience, submission, servitude, bondage, lordship, control.
Lordship, control. So you gotta surrender yourself, man.
And even the Lord says, hey, put him under. No, you put it in your place. You know what I'm saying? It's Lord. You're under the man.
Right. And that's your duty, man. So you so-called women that believe you fucking stop the honors and they learned the truth. And they learned you an Israelite. And now you want to cover your head and make some videos on YouTube. Hey, look, you need to find you a husband, man. You need to get you a husband and do what the Lord told you to do, man.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and
And like
verse
you see
12.
videos where the scripture say, hey, they say, I see women, I read my Bible every day. You know what I'm saying? I read my Bible every day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong, but really, what scripture you should be reading every day is Titus. Alright? I was Titus to, goddammit, Proverbs 31, which is written by Lemuel. It was a letter from Lemuel's mother. Alright? Alright? You got the 1 Timothy. Alright? You women should be going into reading the whole the whole book.
And at least on history, if you did,
Right,
if
yeah,
you
you
learned
stay in
about
the
the
law.
history, you will see what happened to the women that act out of order. They got put to fucking death.
Hey, right, like you can read the law. I read the law on what you should do and what you can't do. You can do that, but then even then you're not gonna have understanding on it. But I would say the law and the scriptures to tell women what they need to do. Me personally, I don't think you women got no business picking this up, really. You know what I'm saying? But you should be learning from your husband
At home.
at home from your husband, like the scriptures tell you to. Because women need to be guided like children, man. A woman to pick the scriptures up and read and hold her dear to thee. Let her not go. And they'll be getting big in their head thinking it's talking about them. Thinking it's talking about their woman. The whole time it's talking about wisdom.
Yeah, that's why you should be reading Proverbs. That's why it's called Proverbs. It's fucking riddles, parables, man. Some might be plain enough, some not. That's why you shouldn't be reading Proverbs. You should, like you said, you should be just reading what a woman should be doing and learn and read a little what
Which is very,
happened to the women. They got put to death, all of that.
and it's very few scriptures that really is straight to the point on what you women should be doing. And this is why women bugged out. This is why they off the drugs, they off the dope, because they want to be whores, man. They want they got so many bodies on them because they want to do what they want to do. Right?
I don't know, a woman be thinking that when we lay with a woman can leave a spirit on us. No, that don't work like that. We got the sperm, bitch. We got the seed. So anytime we lay with you, our spirit get left on you. So y'all the one who's carrying all these different things.
We ain't carrying shit.
Exactly.
We can fuck them bitches go about our day.
Exactly.
We'll forget about that bitch 2 weeks from now.
Exactly. That be y'all thinking that. And then the
If
only
she on call, out of sight, out of mind.
and the only reason
Shit.
y'all what that said,
First thing they go.
that's that intuition. The only reason you had it because that's a demon telling you to get to come at your man to be wicked to him. That's not no pussy laying with another woman. He got a spirit on him. No, that's Satan coming to you, talking to your ass, letting you know what's going on, so you can cause confusion. But you supposed to learn how to control them demons, learn how to control that shit. But y'all don't focus on doing that because y'all too damn idle. Y'all don't clean up enough. Y'all don't do shit. You supposed to have your mind occupied with shit, doing womanly things. When your mind is occupied, now you're idle. So of course you're gonna be thinking about some devil shit. And that's actually wicked.
I wonder what he doing. I wonder what he doing. The whole time he complaining that you making your food salty. You need to be trying to make a dish that's less salty. Alright? Hey, like I get on my women too. I stop talking about it. Alright? Because your woman is supposed to access you. Alright? If you like a certain thing or you say you want to eat a certain way, alright, hey, that's all that's supposed to be coming in the house. It's how you want to eat. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I wanted this. Well, bitch, eat that outside the house when you get in the house. Don't put that type of temptation in front of me. Alright? But these women nowadays don't think like that. You may have some women that is like that, but most of the time, it's something wrong. Them bitches private. Alright? I do it for a man when I feel like I found one that deserves it.
Exactly.
And that's why you think, bitch. You know, it might be a woman that had that mind to be a servant. Alright? But she done probably got burnt by a nigga or fucked up, you know, a nigga that fucked her head up or so to speak. Alright, but really the whole time, America is the root cause of everything. Alright? And why is what they call cheating so big amongst the Israelites? Because it's a natural thing for a man to desire more than one woman. Alright? It's a natural thing for a man to desire more than one woman, man. And they say it's cheating.
How we cheating on you, first of all, we gonna get here. That don't even make
Bitch
sense.
shouldn't be, she worried about the wrong shit. Bring the scriptures out.
And this is no, go ahead.
The scripture says you're supposed to get your man another woman. How about that? Where my other woman at, bitch?
Well, it show examples of women getting women for other men, for a man. It don't say do it.
I mean, they should.
And-
This off the whole simple fact that it
I
happened.
mean, it's from case to case. It should be on their mind because a woman will add to the household.
Exactly.
It's the financial aspect of women are selfish. All right, but let's go ahead, myself.
This is Ephesians 5, verse 22 and 23. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
And so it say, wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as unto the Lord. All right, so you women supposed to be submitting yourself. So let's say I got 2 wives. My women are supposed to be treating me like if I'm Yahweh Shai. That's what the scriptures say. All right? That's what the scriptures say. Read it again.
All right. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as the Mashiach is the head of the church.
Now get the order. First Corinthians, right? Right, brother. Now get the order. No, Masha, you keep reading what you got. Don't go nowhere. You keep reading. They get it.
You got it?
I got one that goes.
I got it.
We want the order.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 in verse, well, you know what, I'll just start at 1. Be ye followers of me, even as also as I am followers of the Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you.
So he tells you to keep these ordinances as he delivered them to you. And now he's finna give you an ordinance.
This is for 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai.
Right, so the Lord is the head of the men. Keep going.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the man is the head of the woman. Keep going.
And the head of Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, is Yahweh.
Right, so and Yahweh, the Father, is the head of everything, right? So go back to that, Masha. Now we read the order. Now we gonna go into this scripture and really give you the breakdown. That's the breakdown. Go ahead.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your Okay, Ephesians 5, verse 22, 23, and 24. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Mashiach is the head of the church.
Right. So the husband is the head of the wife, just like Yahweh Shai is the head of the church. Keep going.
All right. And he is the savior of the body.
Right, so Yahweh Shai is the savior of the body. So that means the man is the savior of his wife, of his woman. Right? A man is the savior of his woman. Right? I don't think you, hey look, now y'all see, like, especially you women who got men of the Lord that go out and do this work. You ask me, you bitches are the worst. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, this man go out, teach the word, breaking bread with brothers, but yet you would try to jump over him and go straight to your hour side. Like, I remember I had to hold myself back, almost smack the shit out of my wife, right? This is years ago, rough days, right? Now, it's just out of anger, right? Of course I didn't do it. I said, if your hour side walked in, if you treat your hour side like you treat me,
He always say that.
and she said no. And I damn near went off. Hey, just like today, the spirit basically gave me a dream while I was being a little hard on my son. And my wife was like, well, the Lord ain't give you a dream and say you too hard on us. I say, look, you my business. The Lord not going to interfere with that. That's against the scripture. The Lord is bound by his word, man. Your woman is your business. How you deal with your woman is your business. That ain't no fucking body business to tell you how you should be dealing with your woman. That's your business. Hey, give me that metal not in a matter that don't concern me, man. Alright? I mean, what a man and his woman got going on ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. A lot of women get a best friend advice on what they should do with their man. stay the fuck out their business. That's the best thing you can do. Is mind your fucking business.
The scripture says they are not supposed to be busybodies going house to house, telling things that are not to be said, telling secrets. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's out of order. So when women get together doing that shit, all they doing is cause confusion in your household.
Right.
The fuck you talking about? That ain't none of that woman business. Again, then you get mad if that woman your friend go have sex with him. Now you mad that he fucked your friend.
Really?
You told everything, man.
But really, she should be happy because her friend, if that was so much of her friend, now her friend is now her sister wife, and they can be together and build together. But women don't think like that. Read that scripture I called.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, verse 10. Starting now, stop not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners.
Right.
Verse 10. Wait. Verse 10. My son, meddle not with mean matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
Right, so it say meddle not in the matter that don't concern you. Alright, a man, hey, give me that. When a man get up a wife, he gets a possession. Alright? Alright, when a man got a woman, man, that's between him and her. Alright? Really, that's between him. How he deal with his woman is his business. Alright? Hey, like a lot of people be feeling sad for a woman with a nigga beating his bitch up. Alright? He beating his bitch up, but that bitch ain't left. Obviously, she like it. It's something she ain't telling you. Hey, y'all can say, y'all need to leave, y'all need to do this, you need to do that. But yet, you tell her all that, and she still go back and be with this man. Because it ain't your fucking business. You don't know, hey, a lot of these women are weird like that. They like getting hands put on them. Right? They like that a man, hey, to get straight to the point. Right? Then you got men who have daughters, and they get soft over their daughters because it's their daughter, because they don't agree with her husband or her boyfriend is doing with her, man. Or he ain't buy her this for her birthday. Or he ain't do this, he ain't do that. When is that? That ain't your fucking business. And that's why our people so fucked up. It's another reason.
That's why a lot of niggas getting killed. Meddling coming.
Yeah, right. You meddling. You got niggas dying. And a lot of gang wars get started because the nigga fucking somebody bitch. Go ahead, bro.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife to give a possession, a help like unto himself,
Right.
and a pillar of rest.
They say help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. All right, so that means your woman is like your favorite pair of shoes. Okay. Your comfort. You know your favorite pair of shoes. It don't matter what they look like, but when you put them on, you know they gonna be. When you first got them, they was wrong spot. They comfy. They look good even today. I got a pair of shoes that I wear like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And your woman is like your pair of shoes, man. What you do with those shoes is your business. If you throw them outside, you walking in the rain, if you walk in the mud with them, if you go on vacation and put them shoes on and didn't want to take no other shoes but your comfortable shoes because you want to be comfortable, that's your business. When somebody come in your house and say, man, Joe, why you wear them shoes like that? What the fuck you worried about my feet for? That's the same thing these people do with another man's woman.
Yeah, that's how they order. Now, that's a balance. The scripture do say, husband, love your wives. Of course, we don't love our wives. Why? Because they will be vessel. They will be vessel, all of that. You do go to show that it's a balance. You understand the balance. It's order. The woman ain't following order. It's a problem. And you see the scripture say y'all have a reason. Y'all reason. If the reason ain't, oh, you make a suggestion. No, the reason it is, hey, maybe I might not have you work this type of job, that might not work for you then. Okay, all right, then you do this type of job, this work for you, just do something good. You do bills, and something like that. That's reason. Right. Not putting too much on you to play heavy. That's reason. You know? But all of that other bullshit y'all be saying, reasoning it, letting her make the choices and this and that. No, that's not reason.
Hey, look, you want, and look, women are very fickle. One minute they feel in one way, and the next minute they feel in another way. Alright? Ain't like my daughter, right? If she don't like something, she'll say her stomach hurts. Alright? That's like women. If they don't want to do something, they'll make an excuse of why they don't want to do it. Alright? You know? That's besides the point, man. You know? Hey, it's an order to things, man. If a man tell you the truth, so man, hey, look, if your husband, regardless if he's a man of the Lord or not, man, your duty is to your husband, man.
Oh, man, can I get that? I'm in that chapter right now. That's number 2. But no, First Peter 1 to back it up right now. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. So if you women believe and understand, know the truth, you have to treat your husband as the Lord, and you need to punish your truth because of your deeds and actions towards you. Yeah.
So, because that word conversation goes into your concept. You know, so how you carry yourself. Not loud, you're having morals, having values. Alright? Hey, that's like if your husband like you to look a certain way, it should never be a time, it should be a rare occasion when you're not looking the way he would like to have you look. Alright? But hey, get that title. Let the young women, the women, teach the young women to love their own husbands. Because love is an action word. Love is not love.
That same man teaches young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be for God, to be discreet, active people at home, good disobedient to their own husband.
Right, good, not disobedient to their own husband. It also says people's at home. So if a woman has a husband, she must be a homebody. Alright, the only place she really going is to the grocery store, or her mama house, or her daddy house. You know what I'm saying? You know, a woman really shouldn't be out and about going to parties, going to turn up. Hey, that ain't, hey, cause what's that party? Liquor. And what's also at party? Men. And what happened with liquor, drugs, and niggas come about? A bunch of fucking. That's what's gonna happen. If she's not in her right mind, alright, she horny, you're not there at the moment, she gonna get what she can get for that time being. Alright? And that's why a lot of women don't want to be in a relationship now. Because they want to be able to do what they want to do and not feel like they have that on their conscience that they did this to their guy. They want to be whores, man.
And this is 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 11. But the younger widows refuse. For when they have begun to wax one time against Yahamashiach, they will marry, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. And these are talking about young women who all of a sudden now are coming into their womanhood, and now they getting hot and horny. And now they sit up here and want to go after men. But guess what? Your first love was the Heavenly Father. It was only that son, Yahweh, but now you're going after your lust. And this is something.
That's what one time means.
This 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 13, but the point is in 14. And with love they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house,
Being a harlot.
and not only idle, but tatters, also busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Right. So which is, girl, you heard such and such with black man before this, before that. I wish he would have did that to me, because you know that would happen with me.
This 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry their children guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproach to them. And this is Timothy.
And it's like if these women really put their mind together, right? Here in Chicago, right? Let's say that the minimum wage, let's say everybody makes $20 an hour. That's $60 an hour. That's like $115,000 a year, right? So that's 115 grand. That's 3 women. Let's say each one of them women got 2 kids, right? Or a kid, one got 1 or whatever. Between the 3 of y'all bringing in gross about close to $10,000 a month. All right, and you can afford to get a $500,000 house. All right, with a mortgage on $500,000, maybe if you get a good rate, would be like $25,000 to $3,000 a month. All right, if you keep your bills to the minimum and you keep your bills to the point to where it matters to you, that's well over affordable for you to purchase a home that's big enough for you, that's comfortable enough, that's in a good neighborhood for you and your family to thrive and to be comfortable, man. But these women are selfish. They would rather live in a studio apartment and by themselves in the hood, hearing gunshots out their window, than to humble down and say, hey, sister, we can work together. Alright? Hey, Abraham, his woman gave him his handmaid because she couldn't bear children. His wife gave Sarah gave Abraham, said, you know what, since I can't bear your children, why don't you take the handmaid? Alright? And a lot of times that happened. If a man had a handmaid, which was young maidens, when you go into Proverbs 31, a lot of times those young maidens was whoever the owners was this was his coffee business. Them was his wives. Alright? And they built to the when you go into Proverbs 31, a woman is supposed to, matter of fact, get it. A woman is supposed to add to a man's substance. Alright? Not take from it. You're a possession. Alright? So you're supposed to add to your wealth like a man's daughter. Alright? You're actually a part of his wealth. But you women are so far gone into this American society. You can't even though you know it makes sense, you won't do it because of your pride. Read the scripture you got.
Camp out Hagar, Abraham, with the Genesis chapter 16.
Hey, the scriptures also say 2 is better than 1. And 3 chords is hardly ever broken. So you gotta think about it. The more chords you got, and if you and the alcohol is run properly, it can work, man. But a lot of people, a lot of our people, especially our men are simps, and our women are goddamn it, whores, man. And they want shit that way.
It's the book of Genesis.
Hey, like what's the dude? He said no hymen, no
diamond,
no hymen, no diamond.
Wow.
It really, if you ain't a virgin, you really ain't no virgin. She for the streets. She for the streets. You know? You deal with a woman and you dealing with a woman, but she done had 50 niggas before you, 50 men before you.
That dick everywhere.
So you gotta think, if a woman go out every weekend, a lot of times, and if she say she was out like, and she slept at a girl's house, 9 times out of 10, she wasn't at a girl's house. Oh, right. She was getting a girl thrown out, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, like the brother was going into. And she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. Verse 2, and Sarai said unto Abraham, behold now, for your help have restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram happened to the question of Sarai. So, during the time period, Sarah and Abraham, they was fucking, you know, but, you know, sometimes, you know, when you fuck, right, you don't, now to 10, you don't have, exactly.
A womb is shut up. Like some women, they don't have kids because they got fibroids or their womb is just not healthy. They door closed. Ultimately, that's what it is. Door closed.
And just to make it, you know, what you're saying is sometimes when you read the Bible, like you said, is for our learning. So sometimes you got to think about when Hagar and Sarah, that's just for our learning. The Lord closed up her womb and you see what she did. She gave her handmaid.
She loved her son, her husband so much.
To give him a hand. And that was a learning for you women out here to sit up there and see, like, this is what she did. This is her honor to her man. And there lies where you get your learning. That's where you get the learning from these scriptures. You know, if you sit up here and see what she did, she loved her husband so much that she gave her handmaid so he could have
Even though
kids.
she felt the way about
Yeah,
it.
she felt the way
Because
about it.
Hagar was making fun of her. She was acting the way. And she went the fuck off. She made the bitch out my house, man. You know what I'm saying? And Abraham, he didn't want to do it. The Lord told him, like, no, don't worry about it. She's right, man. And really, she was an Egypt. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, no, let her do it. He said, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna make Ishmael. He's gonna be a strong nation. Alright, and he's gonna always dwell amongst his brethren. Alright, and that's when that blessing came about. When Ishmael was getting kicked out the house, man. Because normally, if a woman take the kid, you don't see that kid no more. He gone. You know what I'm saying? Because she going to that's like in the 1950s. A woman could live 2 blocks away. Hey, man, they used to talk about how the internet, all right, the internet fucked up a lot of men because men would have 2 families. All right, he'd have a family 3 blocks away. You know what I'm saying? He would have a family 3 blocks away, and he would go from house to house. All right, you know, but he had 2 families. And then at the funeral, then he got sons and daughters that popped up that nobody fucking knew about. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it wasn't cell phones. You didn't have cell phones. You didn't have the internet, the Facebook and Snapchat. The motherfuckers would know your location and everything was so connected. It wasn't like that back then. I mean, even when I was growing up, you know, we ain't had cell phones. You know, we ain't had social media and shit like that. It was easy to get some box. You walk up to a bitch, hey, show you what's up. You know, whatever favorite line, hey, it don't work no more. That shit played out.
And you know you're right. And now you know, I know you guys like that. You guys who got family. You know, but hey, like you said, this internet was messed up a whole bunch of shit. Well, but the internet was made for a reason, to get this truth out.
That was really what he's made for. Because even with the social media, and we're talking about this because women use social media for wickedness. They don't use it for really business purposes. They use it to satisfy their attention desire. Women are a natural attention monger. Like, let's say you watching TV, and you've been sitting in the living room all day watching TV. Your woman to come and stand in front of the TV, like a kid. A child wants your attention. A child is gonna get in front of whatever your attention is on and try to get the attention on them. You know, my son did that. So he do that shit a lot. So he said,
But if you can stand like, you don't have to stand around, but you can tell, because you got men out here walking with women, they half naked. My thing is, why do you need to be half naked when you already have a man? Why do you need to show your shit off? Because you want attention. That's the whole point. There's no other reason why women go to these motherfucking gyms. The only reason you going in there is to show your ass.
they going in there with panties with they fucking pussy showing.
Yeah.
Hey, women go into the gyms and they got panties on. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say. They shit coming up to here. They coming up to here. Alright? And then they got the sports bras on. Or the halter tops, whatever the fuck you call them. And the gym and fucking underclothes, man. What the fuck is the purpose? You going in there to work out. You ain't You bend over, you see fat pussy and everything. That's all for attention, man. They wear that shit for attention.
Some women that be in that old shit, you know, shit.
And they wear that shit for attention.
I ain't talking about that. I'm saying the workout. Some women that do, take the workout serious. But you got some men that bring their women up in there dressed like that. Like this guy got they all women. Like, why the fuck you bring your women up in there? I see it go to okay, fine. You work it out. But you got your own woman up there with you. Then you guys all like, hey, what up, man? You know why they around you so heavy? Look at that damn woman in her hand. That shit out of water, man. If my woman
And she and that motherfucker like, you see these lips?
Yeah.
She like,
What they call it, the camel toe?
yeah. And she showing everybody.
Oh,
And now when everybody in her face, now she want to do squats. You know what I'm saying?
But majority will be in the gym. They don't even be the so-called black women like that. They just very. You'll see a lot of Instagram white women, Edomite women, some of the other nation women. You don't really see.
Maybe Easter and the Edomite women in there.
Because these motherfucking our women sit up there and think that the term thick and fat are the same. There's a difference between thickness and fatness.
Bitch, if you gotta say it like that ass ain't right. Hold on, he was on.
1 Peter 3 and 5. For after this manner in the old time the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Here it is, you walk like Sarah walked, obeying her husband, right, being under subjection in their thing as well, alright? Following order, man. Do what you what we said. You know, you will do well. See, we're here to serve the Lord, and the women are here to serve us. You know, there's all in order.
And what the scripture say, it says it's not good for man to be alone.
Right.
It didn't say it was good for woman to be alone. It say the woman was created for the man, but not the man for the woman. Women was created for us. But you got men. I drink your bath, water, baby. You know what I'm saying? But you got niggas that do. Hey man, it's the nigga who made a whole song about it, man. That's where the shit came from. Dude, that's the king of the Simpsons. You know, that nigga said he'll drink your bath while he made the song because we used to joke about it when I was younger. You know, we used to talk about the old school cats. You know, we didn't say that. Like these old niggas, like you drink your bath water, baby. But when I got older, it was a whole song on it, and I ain't know where that shit came from.
And that was the original dude because the dude made a rap about that. And I know his name. His name is Kwame.
Right.
And he made a rap about drinking the woman's bath water. And I'm sitting up there like, well, you think that shit. I hate dirty ass water.
You gotta think about it. To have a man child, when you have a man child, I think it's like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that, with the separation. It's 6 weeks, but a woman is like fucking 3 months.
Oh, right. It's
You know what I'm saying?
40 days and 80 days.
You know what I'm saying? So 80 days is double the fucking time if you have a woman.
Right.
Like a woman's body, whole time, women's bodies. Like, hey, look, you can put secret deodorant on, right? A man can put secret deodorant on and be fresh for days.
Yep.
Alright, a woman to do it and be musty late at night. Alright,
They gotta put strong deodorant on the way.
right.
They deodorant last long. You know,
But what the scripture says, she's the weaker vessel. So their bodies are not as clean as ours is. It's not as strong as ours is. And that's why they say women's bodies stop developing at 18, but men don't stop growing until we're about 25. Alright? I think it's 25 when men stop growing completely. Huh? 25? Right, still developing, still growing. Women stop at 18. Right, you know what I'm saying? So So a woman's body is completely done at 18. So the maturing process is a lot faster, all right, than a man. You know, because it takes more time because our bodies are more complex, man. All right.
You know, and that goes.
I was just saying that when discontinued from our heritage, you know, people had 12, and then we would learn, a real man who follows and fears the Lord.
Right.
You don't even have a fight with them, like a fight. Some of them spar with their son when
Oh yeah, they're sparkling. Abraham did. Abraham did. And it worked out daily. You know what I'm saying?
spar with them, whoop his ass. They give me the
But it,
Well, them motherfuckers is 3 years old. Them motherfuckers came out already fighting with a sword.
Out today.
Hey, but and that goes that case when you know we talk about liberties with you women, you talk about these equality. But I always bring up a point because someone had asked me at my job, we had a conversation, and I sit up there and say, I'll tell you one thing. You take a man and you take a woman. You drop a woman on the island with 100 men. You drop a man on the island with 100 women. That man is going to sit up there and produce and have maybe 100 or plus kids in that same year. What's going to happen to that woman? That's if she survived that day. 100 men is going to kill her ass. So my whole point
fighting over that bitch.
you cannot be equal to us. You will never be equal to us. If you drop another man and a woman into an island, separate ways, who do you think is going to survive in that island quicker? A woman bleeds. So not only do you got blood coming out of you after somewhere in that 7 months, now the animals can smell it. Now you through. At least a man is going to sit up there and first thing he's going to do is look at his surroundings. You're not equal. You need to learn that. You're not equal.
Hey, women only begin to be on some type of level, I would say 50, 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What was you doing before that?
You was at home.
All these thousands of years the world was going on. What was you doing before that?
You were at home taking care of the kids, taking care of everything.
You were doing what you were supposed to be doing.
You know, it's just Esau fucked up every goddamn thing and turned everything around and gave y'all liberty. And now all of a sudden y'all think y'all better than the men. You think you own the men. You think you didn't build this world. He built this shit. There's not one woman that built not one goddamn thing. You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 22. How long was thou so about? Was thou backsliding up? For the hour that created a new thing. The woman shall surpass me.
And that's what's happening. A woman shall surpass a man. A new thing.
That's new.
That's new. You gotta think about
And
it.
that's prophecy. This shit just happened. It's like the
You
last,
just said 60, 70 years ago.
and then it really didn't come to fruition till I would say about 10 years. I would say about
No, it was actually about 2000. About 2000.
Yeah, because when I was coming up, it wasn't like that.
No,
It didn't get like that until like 07, 08. Really, I would say, I wouldn't even say 08, I would say 2012, 2013. That's when shit with these bitches, they minds just went crazy. Hey, because it was one point before social media, boy, you could just, man, you could do anything. I mean, these women somewhat still worship you. You know what I mean? Not now, man. These hoes, boy, I can do that by myself. And it's like a majority. You know what I mean? A majority type of thing, man.
I remember when they was worship you, HC all on you, love on you. You know, I was in kindergarten, I had Edomite hoes in them, so-called niggas in the hoes working like me. And I was in kindergarten, they was rubbing up Edomite hoes, fucking, niggas in the hoes, they was rubbing all on the body,
And you right. You go back into the 80s and 90s, start of the 2000 era. You did have women who still were feminine. You didn't have women acting like dudes. You had women that were still feminine. Wanted to keep their hair done, put on a little makeup.
Yeah,
They
look.
didn't have all these comforts and all that stuff.
And look, like my kid's mother, right? It was one point in time, she wouldn't let me see her certain type of stuff. Like every time I came over, she made sure her hair was done. She made sure she was presentable. But now, I feel sometimes she's like she's a big girl. There was a point in time where women they would never let their husbands see them a certain way. But that day and age is gone because, hey, look, welcome to fucking hell. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this shit almost over with. Alright? Everybody had their chance, and even these women had their chance to have authority. And what they do with it, they fucking it up. Alright? They ain't been building nothing, they ain't been doing nothing that really changing the world, making the world a better place to live in. They actually add more confusion. Alright? Because now you got men that's waking up to it, and it's like a mass thing about men standing up and being fucking men and getting off the simp shit. Because being a simp don't work. Alright? And simping is only gonna last for so long before you snap out of this shit. Alright? You're gonna simp with the wrong one and it's gonna snap you out of it. Simping don't work. Alright?
Look at Jeremiah, chapter 44. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 17. And it says, but we certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah, which represents the southern kingdom.
And it say the king's been doing it. These weak ass niggas, weak ass men, alright, been worshiping women, man. And you weak ass niggas is back around, man. You know,
The same old damn thing.
same group of
And in the streets of Jerusalem, so-called Latinos, natives, doing the same old shit, coming back to your life, being simps, bad drinking water ass niggas. For then shall we plenty of dishes, which is food, and will well sow no evil. So, you know, we saw a lot of evil, man, by being simps, man, not standing up, not having damn cojones and shit, man. Simping.
a woman running your house. A lot of men come home and they bring their check to their wife. Alright? You know, and I seen one video where one dude's grandfather explained it. Why he giving his check to his wife. He said, I'll give it to her so she don't looking at nobody else. Well, that's fucked up. You gotta get the bitch your check just for her to stay home. You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, that's some simp ass shit. You work hard. You work your ass off for 40 hours, and then, or 80 hours, or how many hours you did work that week. Most of the time, if you're an Israelite, it's 60 plus hours. Just to give it to a bitch who just sitting on her ass all day. Who ain't doing nothing. Being social, you know what I'm saying? And talking to other men. And that's the society we live in today. Alright, she gonna spend your money. She buy her some heels. She buy herself some gold, some jewelry, while you walking around looking like Trader Joe. Right? You walking around looking like Hillbilly John. You know what I'm saying? That shit's confusion, man. And then when she divorced you, she get the house, she get the dog, she get the kids, and now all the money you didn't put into her, alright, all the money you done been giving her, you ain't got nothing for yourself. Because you've been giving all your money to this damn bitch. Hey, people say, do good unto thyself, man. Alright? Hey, look, this your money, man. You should be able to be an adult and handle this fucking money for yourself. You go home, you work, and you just go taking your money off of some bitch. That's not wise, man. Especially if she ain't a fucking girl.
Real quick, 1 Ezra 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
Right. So, and the woman is our servant. So, it is a lot of men. When we say our men, a lot of men, because our people learned this shit from Esau. Alright, our people got this symbology from Esau. Alright, because what happened? Our wives. He put it in check. Alright, we didn't have shit but a bitch. And Master would take the fucking woman. Hey, to be honest, my spirit, if you ain't gonna just take my bitch in front of me, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna die. But you had men that, but the woman would go off and sleep in the bed with Master all night, and then she would come back to the hut when she was done and lay back with her husband. Alright? Yeah, hey, that's some wicked ass shit, man. Alright? And our people took on our men, a lot of men took on that simp mindset, man. You know? Well, baby, I know you didn't want to do it. And she's sitting there like, she ate good, she got liquor, she ate good, she got to wash up in good soap. She really couldn't wait till she went into the big house. That's why with a lot of women selling our men out on slave shit, like slavery, like when we was playing the remote, like the little bed who you thought was your wife, she went and told Master because she didn't want you to kill Master because Master was taking care of her. You thought that she ain't like it the whole time. She did. And there's a lot of stories where our women traded on us when we was gonna make a revolt. Alright, or we was gonna take over the ship because she thought of her children. Alright? You know, you got men that goddamn it, they know they wife, they know they woman ain't shit. Alright, and yet they will still, but I love her, but I love her, but I love her. And you know she out there doing God knows what, and let you forget you let her come lay her head in your bed every day. And swingers, that's like the complete wickedness of symbology. Oh, I'm gonna bring my woman. Let me fuck your woman, and I'll fuck you. That's cool. That's not real. That's not a manly activity. That's sip activity.
Wicked.
That's not what you call righteous activity. That's wickedness. Alright, which is sip activity. And hey, that's some sip shit. Cause it takes a lot of integrity to walk this walk. Alright, like I remember, I had a woman in my bed, man. I'm talking about thick. She had some see-through red leggings on. I'm talking about she ain't had no panties on, big titties, three-face, caramel. And she told me that she had a man right when we was getting crack. Yeah. But I couldn't leave the room because my room was basically like the brother closet. So I couldn't leave out. So I pretty much had to entertain the bitch without entertaining the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it? No, fuck that bitch. And then I told her, because her husband was locked up, I said, well, this is the time you really need to be there for him. This is when he needs you. I said, what the fuck you doing here with me? I cussed her out. And she was like, well, I never had nobody talk, even talk like this. I said, well, congratulations, you ain't around just an average person, But that takes a lot of integrity, man. The average Joe would have said, fuck that nigga. And then when the nigga got out 6 months, a year later, she wouldn't have did nothing but went back to the nigga in the first place.
This is Ecclesiastes 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. And it says stumble not. So here it is, don't get caught up in her beauty and don't desire for pleasure. And the brother just sit up and gave you a perfect example. He said she was beautiful, big and everything, but guess what? He backed away from that bullshit. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes 25 and 21, stumble not at her beauty and desire not for pleasure. Because my thing is, many men have sit up here, we just went on and dived in, and guess what? You'd have been read about on the news, along with that bitch, if it wasn't just him.
Hey, it was a nigga who killed his female. He had 3 jobs. And he made a video after he got off of work. He got off of work early, like that. He killed her and he made a video of it. Stupid bitch! I still love my boy, man. But he got so mad because he was working 3 jobs just to keep the bitch happy while the bitch at home doing nothing. And guess what she doing? Everything. He probably giving her a check and paying, giving her some money, baby. You ain't gotta work out, take care of you. Put money in the bitch pocket and everything, you know. And what happened was he ended up committing adultery. And when he came home and seen it, he put it in jail, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
threw the dude in the club and threw a motherfucking
I
radio in there. Fucked him up. He said, I think he said he cut off some on him. That was good, man. Hey, dude up.
Yeah, but this the way of the world, man. The world teaches wickedness.
Yeah.
Hey, give me that. I come to bring you righteousness, more abundant.
I mean,
But the Lord didn't come to put like a burden on us that we can't handle. Hey, what's wrong with not eating pork? You actually would keep your body from parasites, high blood pressure. All right, what's wrong with dealing with a woman that ain't got a man? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And you know how much drama you can save your life, right? By dealing with a woman that's single, instead of dealing with a woman, and like the scripture say, a man that committed adultery, lack of understanding. All right? You know, you dealing with a woman and she got a man, he can come in at any day and just off with your motherfucking head, man. Hey, what's wrong with being a heterosexual? Right? What's wrong with being with liking women? What's wrong with being a fucking man liking a woman and a woman liking a man? You know what happened? You have kids. Right? Right? Hey, what's wrong with putting, like the scripture say, a man should not lie with mankind and womankind. They both should. Go ahead, bro.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 20. Let me start at 11. And the man that lied with body. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 12. If a man lies with his body. Let me move up. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man lies with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. And the word abomination means sin. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them, so it's their fault why they get put to death, man. Because they had a chance to repent, but they choose to be fucking fruitcakes, man.
Right. And if you have a woman, you can have children. All right, then you get to see your kids grow up. All right, and your children have children. All right. Hey, one of your kids might become wealthy. All right, and then next thing you know, you straight. Nothing comes from homosexuality but lust. And death.
Abomination also means
And
also go back to filthy.
So nothing comes from but death. You know.
It's filthy. So that's a filthy act, and even with the
I got it. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that commits adultery with another man's wife, meaning if you sleep with another man's woman, even he that commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Surely be put to death. So he actually did a righteous act of putting them both to death.
Right, but he felt like he was right way. And in the ancient world, he would have been straight. Right? In the ancient world, you would have been straight. In the ancient world, hell. Hey, the scripture say, hey, do this to put evil from among you.
I seen him Thursday. He gave me some drink.
You gave some drink?
Yeah.
Everybody recognized you.
Yeah, I was like, I think he's you. That's why he's fine.
Yeah, so, hey, look, in this world, your woman committed adultery, but yet she gets alimony, and you gotta give up half your shit. Yeah, it's fucking madness, man. And she take the kids, which really are your kids. But guess what? Fuck them kids. At the end of the day, you're gonna get those kids back and some. I like the scripture say, I get that forsaken house, never receive a hundredfold. You know, we gonna get kids, and we're gonna get on top of that more kids.
I got life and more.
Right? You know how many kids we're gonna have? How do you think one shall become a mighty nation?
Right.
One. How? Because that one is making so many fucking kids. And then there's gonna be so many beautiful women to choose from. Ain't gonna be an ugly woman as an Israelite woman. Now you gotta think, it's gonna be a lot of people. And not, women might look similar, but it's gonna be a lot of beautiful women, man.
We got no full power.
We're gonna have our full power, our full glow, our full might. Right?
And the Heavenly Father already know what he wants. And he know I want a nice set of titties. Woo!
You know what gonna make them perfect? The wonder how you like your woman.
Hey, look. And that's what Esau get the whole plastic surgery from, man. He playing God, man. He playing God.
Little bitch.
You know what I'm saying? He playing God, man. Hey, so Esau, the scripture say what he did to us, we gonna be able to do times too. So he took our women and turned our women against us with black, feel like we fucked up they self-esteem or whatever, and they went and got new bodies or whatever. So if we're gonna have spiritual power, what's gonna be a hard thing to say? You know what, babe? I think you'll look better with deep. I want you to have a D today. And next thing you know, you get a fucking Edomite from the fucking field. She got a pretty face, and she smiled at you a certain way. You gonna go get that bitch. You might get that bitch, clean that bitch up. You're like, you ain't how I like it, but it's gonna be in your thoughts. You gonna say, go wash up, go do this, and while she doing it, everything just growing, moving, how you would have it. Perfectly. Hey, look, the scriptures say, the scriptures say the things that the Lord do, we gonna do in greater. You know, it say if you have the faith as a mustard seed, then nothing shall be impossible to you. It said nothing shall be impossible to you. You know, a lot of you men, you got a fucking one-track mindset. You can't fathom to be able to do anything, man. That's the power that the Lord is gonna give his men, man.
And that's what's wrong with a lot of
And
niggas, man.
you fight for the Lord, and you fight for the Creator, right? When everybody's saying fuck him, you don't think there's a reward at the end of it? To be at the bottom while our enemy at the fucking top, being considered the scum of the earth, when really we the fucking kings of this motherfucker, right? To have the fucking wicked running our planet, destroying it, all right? You don't think there's a reward? You gotta be out your fucking mind. Alright? Because our power lives, man. Alright? Our power lives. Our power ain't a fucking statue that sit up in your fucking grandmama church hanging with blonde hair and blue eyes, man. Our power ain't a statue that sit and fatten out of shape and sit on the mountain and don't move. Hell no, our power lives, man.
And he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek.
You know?
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. Because this is the back of what you were saying about destroying earth. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath was come. In the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou should give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and then I fear thy name, strong and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And that's exactly what he said up there. He said the wicked ain't doing shit but destroying this goddamn planet. Every time you look up, they building something, ripping something apart. Species going extinct. You're fucking up every goddamn all the world is all fucked up.
Polluting the water, you gotta drink out of.
The sky. You put shit in the sky and birds falling out dying. Here it is, the trees are dying. Here it is, everything in the damn sea is dying. You got plastic every goddamn way in the sea.
They fishing too much. They killing too many. They killing too much. The shit that's in them, they eating shit that ain't supposed to be eaten.
And therein lies where your shrimp, lobster, and crab, and all that stuff come from. They cleanse the water. You got the clams that cleanse the water. Water flows through them and cleanses them. You got the damn lobsters on the ground that eat the waste and stuff that's in the water.
And you know what's crazy? We started bringing it out about how the clams clean the water and somebody didn't test it. So it's people that fact check what we saying, but it be like we used to talk about how lobsters and shrimp and roaches in the sea. Then I started seeing shit on the internet. It's shrimp for roaches in the sea and lobsters for roaches in the sea. And then I started to see last week I started to see it was a test of a dirty water with no clams in it. And then it was water and then it was the video with the clean water, but and the water had the clams in it. But really, if people eating mussels and shit like that, but that's to clean the fucking water, man.
Turn your brightness up a little bit.
Oysters are to clean the water. All right, mussels and oysters, they to clean the water. So basically, you just eating a dirt filter. All you eating is a dirt filter.
And that's just showing the clams that were cleaning the water compared to the water being dirty on the other side, and when you put clams in the other one. You know, it filters that water, it cleans the water. That's what these.
That's what the clams
That's what
eat.
they do.
That's what they eat. They eat the dirt. They clean it out. They filter it out.
And that's the same thing with the shrimps and the crabs. They clean the waste out the ground. These are what they were created for. You know, and here it is, you got Eve fucking shit up. Taking everything out of the water, using the delicacies.
Well, lobsters and crabs and stuff like that used to be crispy. It didn't even used to be something that would be considered human consumption. Because parasites, you gotta cook lobsters at a certain temperature because parasites live in the inside of their shell. So you do it to kill off the parasites. But really, there's no real temperature to kill off the parasites. You know?
They want us to go out there.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Just the back of which our brothers is going into. The Esau Edom, you know, you took all the filters, which are your crabs, which are your crustaceans, you know, your catfish, you know, the lobsters, your crabs, you know, your mussels, and your clams out of water, which filters the water, man. So, you know, which are bottom feeders, you know. So, you know, so Esau Edom, you know, he makes it his delicacies, man, which not ultimately just destroy the body, man, but, you know, he's destroying the earth, man. You know, the catfish is equivalent unto, you know, a pig, you know, and the crab is equivalent unto a spider. A lobster is equivalent unto a damn scorpion, man.
The crab is an underwater spider.
Exactly. You know, and then your shrimp are like your goddamn beetles. You know?
They roaches.
But here's the thing. The Heavenly Father created everything in His place, everything perfectly. You got vultures, you got condors that eat the carrion of the dead animals that fall to the ground, so it don't create diseases. You got the pigs that do the same thing. They cleanse the land, they eat everything, anything. Because they eat But here it is, Eve, he fucks up the whole ecosystem. And now you see why the world's fucked up.
Right? And with that, we hope it's edifying. We're going to give all praise and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kapadas.
That was the sponsor of the Great Millstone. Citation, brother, listening, word, chill.
Baba.